Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac. I realized that this looks like I am starting some kind of challenge run here, but I'm actually doing a vanilla run where I just random Judas, but I had a weird technical issue right at the start, so I wanted to kind of restart it here. Wow, our first room here is going to be SMB Superfan. Now you're really not going to believe me. Obviously, I hit the only good items setting in Cheat Engine. Actually, as far as I know, that setting doesn't exist, and if it does exist, I would have used it well before now. In any case, though, let's try to have a good run as Judas here. Getting extra health and damage right off the very bat is extraordinarily important. I have no idea why things are looking a little bit framey. But again, I guess I'll have to take some more time to seriously look into this because it's becoming kind of an issue here. I just kind of don't understand it. I almost feel like I have some setting unchecked because I am using a different computer. Again, Northernlion, or the Northernlion story is pretty much over the past month has been just like endless technical difficulties. Again, I just want to go to the options menu and see, like, maybe if we crank our like detail down to low, it's gonna look like real jaggy. And actually, that didn't seem to help at all. Wow, that's really shitty. All right, maybe auto, maybe that'll help. It does not appear so. Every time we walk, our head becomes like 80% flat or whatever. You know, it's probably not an enormous deal. For most people, I'm sure for some people it is incredibly aggravating, and to those people I apologize, but you know, I encourage you to, for today, maybe watch something in the back catalog or get over it, and I will have it fixed as soon as I possibly can. Again, it's not me trying to be patronizing, but you know, there's not too much I can do about it right now beyond maybe talking to Ed or making a post on our Binding of Isaac or something like that. But in any case, let's move on. Incredibly good first floor, I would say. SMB Superfan plus another HP upgrade is an absolutely awesome series of events for Judas. What do we need as Judas? Basically, health and base damage would be beautiful. We definitely do not need a spacebar item, which always worries me a little bit, because when you get a good spacebar item early, you're probably pretty likely, as you can see right here, to get bad ones in the future. Shit happens, though. Shit happens. Should I say poop happens, and we'll just continue moving onward. So obviously, with the amount of health that we have, we are in the rare position, that was awful, as Judas, where we might be able to get a deal with the devil and possibly pick up a Spirit of the Night or a Mom's Knife or a Brimstone early, which would inevitably, yes, anger the shit out of people and annoy them, but also give us a much better chance of victory. Now, I got something interesting to talk about today. I was on the Binding of Isaac subreddit earlier today. There has been a hotfix issued for Isaac. I don't think it was issued on Steam, so I'm not sure this is actually going to apply. It might only apply to... Well, where do you get the game if not on Steam? If there's like a standalone build or something like that. I didn't have any like Steam download for Isaac as far as I can tell. But anyway, we'll talk about that maybe in a future episode when I figure out how the hell this is being distributed. But the hotfix allowed for the explosive diarrhea pill to exist again, which is awesome. But it also changed the kind of programming behind the Polaroid drop on Mom, and seemed to make it so that you only get the Polaroid if you don't get hit on the Mom fight, which on one hand excites me because it means, hey, we have like a real opportunity to explore Shoal again, and you know, maybe that's in my best interest considering how badly I've been doing at the Cha-ching Cathedral recently. But beyond that, it worries me a little bit because you know, we probably very rarely beat Mom without getting hit at this point, unless we have a truly spectacular run. So I don't know. We'll see if that happens here. I don't think it will, but I did see the post on the subreddit earlier today, which is probably like 4 days ago. If you're watching this video on the day that it goes up, because you know, I have a short backlog right now. Anyway, we're gonna keep rolling with our Book of Belial here. I barely even mentioned the fact that we didn't get anything useful from that second item room, so that should indicate to you how strong I'm feeling right now. We do get little Steven. He's a-okay. He's cool in my books. Would have preferred the actual Steven, but that's alright. And you know what? We are going to take Brimstone. It's been a little while. I know it's going to piss people off because it always does. Hopefully we get more HP upgrades in the future. It looks like we're wearing kind of a sweet, like, onesie. Like, we're a demon, but we're like a demon baby. Not the demon baby. We're like a demon infant, and we have to go to bed, and our demon mom is like, come on, put on your pajamas. And you're like, oh, Mom, I just want to watch Hitler's flesh get sundered from his body again. And she's like, no, it's time for bed. You got a lot of slaying to do tomorrow. I don't know. That's my impression of a demon mother at its best. Demon Mother announcer pack coming soon in Dota. Maybe we'll see what's in this item room, shall we? It's a wooden spoon. That's a speed upgrade. Actually, that's not too horrible, considering I was feeling a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish. You know, we're just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but these pajamas feel kind of odd. A little bit restrictive in the honky-tonk badonky-donk, as Rock Lee Smile would say. We have a shop, which I can't really afford to go to yet because I don't have any keys. Well, I can't afford to go to it, and I can't get there, which is really the, it's kind of the worst of all possible worlds here. We might as well play, Blood Bank once, I guess, and then continue moving onwards. There is... Oh, okay, this scares the shit out of me. Yeah, for obvious reasons, I suppose. There we go. We only took 1 bit of damage there, which is not so bad. And our mob trap room contains something that I'm not that interested in. Let's just go fight our boss so that hopefully I can guarantee my survival moving forward. This is one of my favorite bosses to fight. I don't necessarily enjoy fighting the champion version of him, but, you know, if I can continue completely destroying him in a single shot, that is a-okay by me. Now, please, HP upgrade. Nothing else will do. That is a Tears upgrade, which doesn't really strike me as all that valuable. What we can do is come back here, because what I'm concerned about, maybe concerned is not the right word, but what I'm thinking is, you know, I can maybe get enough money to get something useful from the shop, like a map or a compass, but most importantly, I really just want to get the blood bag so I can get my health up a little bit. Damage-wise, we're a-okay as Judas right now. There's absolutely nothing I'm super concerned about. We just tore through the catacombs as if they weren't even there. The only thing that's really haunting is the idea that, you know, we end up not getting an HP upgrade. I think I'm going to go into the shop and fight. Worst case scenario, it's greed. We can probably kill him in 2 hits. It's not greed. This is exactly what I was looking for. Didn't even look at the coin purse. Not interested. I just wanted another spirit heart, basically to guarantee me survival beyond the next floor. So what I was worried about is losing the spirit heart or the half spirit heart and then 1 bomb just blowing me up by accident or something. So instead, this way, my survival should have a little bit more guarantee associated with it. Curse of Darkness is bad, maybe, but being on the caves is really good, actually. So, you know, there's a trade-off here, and a positive one, I would say, for darn sure. We have Eyeless Ooze guys. Our base damage is strong enough that I'm really not afraid. Like, our Brimstone shots are totally okay at a base level, which is something that you can't always rely on. With Book of Belial, we've got some awesome firepower here. So, what are our chances? You know, worse than you probably think right now. This is the kind of run where I think pre-Wrath of the Lamb, I'd be feeling very, very confident right now. I'd still probably be a little concerned about our health issue, but at the same time, you know, we're just fighting Satan. I can probably beat Satan without getting hit more than a couple of times, so as long as we had another HP upgrade or 2, we're fine. However, in our post-Wrath of the Lamb universe, we need more health. Or at the very least, thank God for that key, we need something kind of defensive to help us lose less health. Demon Baby is kind of there. He's like a pseudo-offensive, pseudo-defensive item. He's got positives and negatives. They abound, for sure. The main positive, though, is that with Brimstone, it's actually a great synergy because I might have trouble like shooting enemies that are very fast and get kind of up in my grill, like spiders or flies. Oh, that's a really useful nickel, maybe. Like spiders and flies, for example, whereas Demon Baby, that's what he excels at, you know? He did rapid fires when they get close to him, no problem. So, we're gonna kill one last Bombfly here. I think Little Steven actually got the killing blow here. It's good there. You know, give him some experience in the art of war from myself, aka MC Sun Poo, not Sun Tzu. There is our curse room. People are always like, Northernlion, why don't you go into the curse rooms? Well, for once, I feel like I have a valid excuse. Every spirit heart that I lose probably increases my chances of dying on the next floor by like 25%. So, forgive me for now. Maybe at some point we'll, you know, re-examine the possibility of going to those curse rooms. But that day is not today. I got really lucky, actually, that dude shot the bullet out of his asshole instead of out of his mouth hole, which would have made more sense. Like, does it make more sense to shoot a bullet out of your mouth as opposed to your ass? In all honesty, they all kind of seem equally absurd to me now that I think about it. With our Book of Belial here, yeah, we're basically able to tear these dudes apart. We did not earn a new deal with the devil, but we did earn a pentagram. So, no HP upgrade, but my damage is off the fucking charts. And this might be the kind of run where if I beat Mom and I have a similar amount of health to what I have now, I might just say, fuck it, let's go to Shoal, because that's the only way we're going to have a chance, and it'll be exciting. If I just go up to the cathedral, I'm just going to lose, I think. I'm just going to take a second to rehydrate, have a little bit of water here while the game continues to F me out of this loading screen here. In mere hours, we should have another Binding of Isaac gameplay session. There we go. It's the white glitch as opposed to the pink glitch. It is the Depths Part 1. Curse of the Lost. Curse of the Lost might actually be totally A-okay in this situation. Because... Oh no! What was I thinking for both of those? I just lost a whole spirit heart on, like, the worst possible interaction that I could possibly have. Okay, more keys means, you know what? Why not take a crack at this golden chest? Could have an HP upgrade for us. Did not. Had 3 cents. Might allow us to buy something that gives us an HP upgrade on the shop. Who knows, man? As is right now, this is going to be a long floor. Don't get me wrong. That's both good and bad. Good because we might get more spirit hearts. Bad because I could easily lose a lot more health than I am comfortable doing. It's okay, though. Let's continue moving onwards. Maybe we'll go up and to the right next, where we hopefully we'll find an item room. Hopefully we'll find more keys. Hopefully we'll find, hey, more spirit hearts. Small rock would be a-okay as well. I do have the speed upgrade to compensate, but hey, 2 spirit hearts, fine as well. The problem with having 1 red heart is I feel like so handcuffed because I can't go to a blood bank. Like, I can't play a blood bank to the best of its ability because every time I do, I can only play once, and then I have to, like, go find some extra hearts, which is kind of frustrating. We have 15 cents. I say we go to the shop right now. We'll almost certainly get a key to make up for this in the future. Thought about buying the spirit heart. Probably will. But in the meantime, this seemed like a very smart idea to find more money and possibly like a 1-up or an Ankh or something like that. And again, I'm tearing through rooms as if they were tissue paper right now. So for now, it's really not an issue. In the future, it might become kind of a pain in the ass to examine every single room. But for now, I'm totally fine with this. And, you know, the fact that we got that extra key is awesome from an item room-centric standpoint. Even if it ends up giving me an item that's not altogether amazing, we want to do our due diligence regardless. For example, Spectral Tears is totally functionless as we have Brimstone already. But hey, it's nice to get, you know, it adds a little something to our CV, our resume at the end. You can see, oh, he had Ouija board. That makes this run 2% more powerful. Don't get thinking like that. It actually doesn't. It doesn't effectively change it at all. Alright, so we're just going to walk through there. That was a little bit scary. Remember, that's supposedly a glitch, or at least unintentional programming. You're not supposed to be able to walk through those spikes, according to Ed. Well, we definitely do not want Bob's rotten head there. Instead, why don't we just kill everything as soon as we walk into the room? We're checking all of the dead ends here in the hopes that maybe we find... geez, actually, I don't know. Just thinking about it. I guess I'll walk into the mob trap room and see what's in there. Nothing that really appeals to me all that much. But I was thinking, you know, maybe we'll come across a library. Would I rather have a Book of Revelations instead of Book of Belial at this point? Quite honestly, possibly. I don't want to give a definitive answer, but our base damage is so strong. Like, it's not so-so. It's so strong that I kind of feel like I could just get rid of my Book of Belial for something more beneficial and be totally okay. Another 2 spirit hearts, that's exceptionally valuable as well. Oh, I didn't mean to drop a bomb there, so that was a total waste. But, you know, we got 2 spirit hearts out of it regardless. And if I could find a deal with the devil that actually took away my last red heart, I might go for it, honestly. So I came through this last room largely because I just wanted to see if maybe there was something cool down there. This pill could be amazing. Balls of Steel, that actually is probably the best pill we could have gotten at this point, given our style of Isaac play right now. So let's go straight up. And we'll pop Book of Belial, probably nuke this boss down in like 4 hits and see what happens. It's Monstro 2, so, you know, 2 can play that game, Monstro 2. If I could actually get these flies out of the way, get him permanently firing the laser, and I really don't see him coming back from this at this point. This is like in a UFC fight when the 300-pound dude gets on top of the tiny 115-pound man, just starts like punching him in the head. Like, there's no hope for you, Monstro, I'm sorry. Still no HP upgrade, which seems crazy to me. Sure, we'll play the Wheel of Fortune once. Maybe we'll get a Spirit Heart. We didn't. Don't leave the house today. One step ahead of you. Now, we can't really take any of those, unfortunately. So, I think I'm justified in just leaving the rest of this floor. I mean, we examined almost the entire floor. Sadly, we are on the necropolis now. But hey, there is a mob trap room. That's actually awesome. Oh my god, I knocked him right into me. But we're on the mob trap room, which is great because... it's a range upgrade. Oh, sorry, boss trap room. It's a range upgrade. I was really hoping it's almost always an HP upgrade. By the way, there were other hotfixes in that bug patch. Holy shit, I'm getting my ass kicked on this room. One of them was that the Mask of Infamy now has less health, which I think is a very smart rebalancing to do. I wish that they would just take some of the heart or some of the health away from those regular hearts as well. Sadly, that's probably not that likely to happen. But anyway. Mask of Infamy having less health is something that is good for everybody. That was an easy-ass room. I think the shop is probably going to be unlikely on this floor, but the item room, obviously something that we're very interested in. And again, we're tearing these rooms up basically as quick as we possibly can. Sure, Charm of the Vampire is almost certainly not going to be very useful for us, because I do only have this one red heart, but whatever, man. It's still good. I'm happy that it's a passive item. Let's keep it going here. Maybe we'll be able to make something better for us happen in the long run as a result of that. I think it's unlikely, but you never know. Stranger things have probably happened. I can't really think of them, but that's okay. Now, I really want a flying item. I'm past the point where I'm asking for health, because apparently just no health upgrades exist in this game. I would love a flying item. Even if that comes down to the ladder, which is not really a flying item, I would be okay with that. Because it would allow me to access some extra items and also possibly have a little bit of added defense against some of these enemies. Beyond that, well, I guess the shop is going to be viable. If I'm not going to get more HP, I need more defense. Whether that comes via a couple of pretty fly pills, a halo of flies, you know, a second level meat boy, which is actually at this point, I guess, completely impossible, unfortunately. I need something, blue candle, to give me a little bit of defense against later enemies, shall we say. Otherwise, I'm going to find myself in a real difficult spot as we get into kind of the harder and harder aspects of the game. So far, it's been very easy, and I've been getting very lucky with the occasional tinted rocks that I've been getting. That was bad play on my part there, but it's still not super bad. So that's what I'm thinking at this point, is that I really just need some... Oh my god, that was actually kind of close. I need some kind of defensive upgrade. Let's see what we get in here. I'm almost guaranteeing we fight greed. Oh, the fucking compass. The fucking problem is that we have the map, but unfortunately, we also... Okay, so there's a secret room here. We have the map, but we also have Curse of Darkness here, so I can't see where I am. So I'm trying to figure out where the hell the secret room is, if we can get 7 cents by that compass. Compass plus map is a fucking lifesaver, basically. Could be here. Okay. Actually, I don't think it could have been there. Could be here. I'm just going based on rooms that I think have, like, 3 adjacent rooms attached to them. So if it's not there, oh, this is really frustrating. And I mean, it's not like we're going to get Pageant Boy from Mom. I mean, we could get Pageant Boy from Mom, but if we do, we can't actually leave the room. So what's the point, really? Why don't we come down here and explore a little bit more? There's always the chance we find a little bit random... Oh, fuck it. Let's just fight Mom. I don't want to deal with these blue spikes 25 times. It's a red Mom. Obviously, the rat partner to Method Mom. I'm kind of frustrated about the way that went. You know, it could have... It can always be worse, obviously, but... that was really not the way I wanted things to go. In fact, if I'd known that the compass would be there later, I definitely would not have bought the map. But, you know, as always, hindsight is 20/20. And of course, because the troll engine has a great sense of humor, we will probably get the Pageant Boy at the end of this Mom boss fight, which would just add insult to injury, of course. A couple more hits, and that was really easy. Actually, we got the coin purse, which could be interesting. Are these all... Oh my god, we got 6... Spirit Hearts via Balls of Steel. That is fucking beautiful. We're obviously taking the Polaroid with us. That makes me feel a little bit better. And how about this one? What's this? Range down. Doesn't matter at all. That is a very... Oh, that would have been dangerous. That is a very, very excellent drop from Mom there, considering the point that we're at in the game. I guess we're going to get the Pink Lich again. Again, the Northernlion story. Technical difficulties abound. What can I say? I wouldn't... Like 90% of the Northernlion activities bereft, devoid of technical difficulties. The other 10%, 10 times more than average. It's probably the way that I would explain it. But at some point, you know, this cursor is going to stop spinning here, and well, there we go. So this is actually the pink glitch. Last time we had the white glitch. Womb XL actually is kind of awesome. Boss room, if I had to guess, looks like it's down there in the bottom right. The reason I say Womb XL is kind of awesome is obviously because if we choose our path right, we may very well be able to avoid, you know, 40% of the rooms that we would otherwise face if we went normal on normal floors. Of course, you know, the thing is, like, the worst case scenario is we're going to end up going through every room, or at least checking out every side street and path, which is kind of the norm. So to have the opportunity to speed through the floor, if we get the guess right, is actually a huge benefit. XL floors have the potential to be annoying if they're likely to kill you, But if they're not likely to kill you, if you're in a strong enough position where it's just like it would be annoying if you effed up, then it's fine. I actually feel like XL floors, it's not like getting an Emperor card, but it's like getting a pseudo-Emperor card. I can't believe those shots actually hit me. Monstro 1 of 2 is dead. Monstro 2 of 2 should follow soon. I actually lost track of which one was which. The matchstick, we can't use it. Please tell me. Oh, yes. Okay, so I selected the right boss room area. It wasn't that difficult because there were only, like, you know, a couple of situations where it looked like there was likely to be 2 boss rooms stacked up against one another. We're going to fight Blast Assist. I'm obviously not going to use Book of Belial. I will save that for the next boss fight against Mom's Heart. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay, so we got, like, double Monstro, basically. They're Blast Assist, but now we've got, like, some Envy. It's like Envy plus Monstro basically happening right here. This is okay, though. A couple more hits, and I got Charm of the Vampire working there, which makes no sense because I haven't actually lost any red hearts in 10, 15 minutes. Another HP upgrade. Again, I would love to get rid of these and just roll entirely on Spirit Hearts to have the permanent invincibility, but doesn't look like that's going to be in the cards for us. So I am not going to use any bombs here. I am solely going to use Brimstone. This is going to slow things down a lot, actually, because boss fight, or like enemies like Monstro, for example, Chub, Duke of Flies, they're going to take me longer than usual to kill. And I can't afford to really charge 2 Brimstone shots at once. Instead, I have to just do one at a time. Like, I can't hit her and then hit the enemies again. I kind of just have to do entirely crowd control, which is going to slow things down a little bit. But once she starts continuously firing bombs, the kid gloves are off, and this should be over. So even though this is a bit slower of a boss fight than you might be used to me doing at Mom's Heart here, it's no less easy. In fact, it's probably easier than your average Mom's Heart boss fight, because the odds of me taking damage are extraordinarily low. My crowd control ability is really high, and I'm saving these bombs for the potential of using them against Isaac and Blue Baby. There we go. That was a beautiful fight. Oh, don't walk on the creep. I'm coming over here to get this extra bomb. And then we should go up, I guess, to the cathedral. And it looks like a small floor. I'm going to actually check out the like bottom right side here. And now is right around the... Oh, well, you know, let's just walk around. It's not like I've done very much damage to Daddy Longlegs there regardless, so... I hate doing that because it leaves a bad taste in your mouth when you just walk out of a room without killing the enemy, but... In that case, I think it was the correct decision, because it's not like I'd made much headway against him regardless. This is around the point where I should probably start using the Book of Belial as an effective item on things other than just bosses, but we'll see if I can internalize that. That is not our boss room, but that is an easy room nonetheless. So we've already encountered a couple of dead ends here. The Widow is not an issue at all. This is not Book of Belial worthy. This is actually easier than our average room at this point in the game for sure. Greedheads might be a little bit easier than this. The Gertie Jr. is almost... It's tempting. Because if it hits me at the right angle, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out. Oh, it just got like a nice ricochet. Lucky kill there, or lucky hit there, Gertie Jr. Please be the boss. Please be... it's not the boss. Okay, Double Widow is maybe at the point where it's worth a Book of Belial, but at the same time, I'm kind of getting a perverse pleasure. Yeah, I probably should have used it. I'm getting a perverse pleasure out of not using it because I feel like it makes me a bigger man. So, sadly, I am going to have to run through this Daddy Longlegs room again. I'm not happy about that, and we've probably got a long trip to get to the boss, who apparently is almost certainly going to be on the top right. I don't think there's any other possibility, really. So I didn't need to use a bomb there, especially considering he just used a bomb to blow up that door himself, or used one of his feet to blow up that door. Contained therein, we have enough money to buy the compass if we could only turn back time. And we're going to be like 3 rooms away from the boss. I think we have an okay chance against Isaac here, to be honest with you. With Book of Belial, I don't think we do as much damage as you might be thinking I do, based on the fact that I'm like one-shotting these guys fairly easily. I think we're more likely to maybe struggle on this Isaac fight, but I think we have enough health to win. This pill scares the shit out of me. What is it? It teleported me like 2 rooms away, so I gotta go through all this shit again. Or, you know, what I could do, if I'm being a smart dude... I still have 0 keys, by the way, so once we get down to the chest, it's not like this run's gonna get any better, which is kind of surprising. What I could do is play the slot machine and try to win some keys, but that's some hubris, don't you think? whatever. Let's give it a try. Even like a couple of keys could end up making an enormous difference. It's always good to think about your future a little bit in a case like this. There's one key. I don't think we're going to get, 10 keys here in 25 cents, but we might have the opportunity to pick up some extra bombs as well to compensate for the ones that I lost. Maybe we'll get lucky, get a pretty fly. That can happen, I think. Alright, there's a second key. Who would have thought? Alright, somebody up there likes me. I wonder how I'm going to get that, though, without actually walking over the spikes. Ah, there we go. And another spirit heart. Again, it's pretty remarkable that the game is really hooking me up here. Let's just keep going, I suppose. A little bit more. Alright, there's a third key. I am really glad I played the slot machine. It's remarkable how well gambling has turned out for me recently. That's not me saying it's a good life choice. It's me saying sometimes in the Binding of Isaac, it can really make the difference. There you go. There's 4 keys. Who would have thought? It can make the difference between, amazing and not altogether that good. So let's do our Isaac fight here with Book of Belial. If we get through, now we have some extra incentive. We know that the chest might contain riches galore for us. But again, this is going to be a hard fight, even though... we have brimstone, so we're doing like very discreet, not burst damage basically, as opposed to like constant damage. We don't really have anything to block the shots coming in from Isaac. Our damage is not incredible because Isaac is super tanky, and Demon Baby and Steven are just going to repeatedly fire at him, which is going to actually make dodging more difficult. But we took 3 hits there, I think, and we got through about a third of his health, which probably puts us like right on pace to be roughly tied with him health-wise, which scares the shit out of me. We have 6 hits left. Well, technically 5 hits left. He's about to go down to his 3rd phase, if I remember correctly, which should create some angel fetuses. It should be... I'm saving my brimstone shot for a second, just until they come up, so we can do that, basically, and minimize the risk to us a little bit. Little Steven and Demon Baby still doing, damage in their own right, which is beautiful. Keep it up. There we go. Oh, I hit the angel fetus. I didn't kill it, though. Let's try it again. There we go. It took a little bit more damage. That was to be expected. We're going to get through this. And it's going to be really interesting to see what awaits us on the chest now. So we don't really get any bonuses for doing that, except for these 4 items here. So let's see. Item 1, Telepathy for Dummies, garbage. Item 2, Holy Water, fairly garbage. Item 3, Mom's Pad, really bad. And item 4, Box of Tarot cards. Maybe we get the Sun card. Strength. Alright, that could not have gone worse, unless we got like Lemon Mishap in that final box. Seriously, those are all items that were contenders for my least favorite item in the Binding of Isaac when I made that list a couple of months ago. So, suffice it to say, I'm not super psyched about the items that we had there. I'm not super psyched about the fact that, I spent some time at the arcade, basically, trying to make that happen. But, at the same time, no real problems, I suppose. We learned a valuable lesson about the efficacy of gambling, I would say, which is the Will Smith movie that comes right after The Pursuit of Happiness. Okay, so we're going to check up in the top right, where I'm hoping that we find our boss room. Remember, once we get to this point in the game, we actually cannot just bomb our way into and out of rooms, so I kind of just have to rely on the kindness of strangers to help me out here. I'm not sure if Daddy Longlegs could actually kill one of the doors himself. That was really bad. I probably shouldn't have said kill one of the doors himself, considering one of the doors actually died like 2 weeks ago. But anyway, one more hit, I think. Oh, 2 more hits. That was kind of close. There we go. Fairly easy fight. I did not expect him to be down there. More looking in the up region here. Upper right is where we're likely to find the boss, if I had to guess. I can't believe I got hit by that. We might end up having to pop our strength card on this room. Obviously, it's something I would rather do. Something I would rather do as we approach the actual boss fight against Blue Baby, but we might not have the opportunity to do so. So we might be causing this dude to become a horse any second now. I'm very tempted to use Book of Belial, but I actually, I don't know if maybe the boss room is right around the corner, so I don't necessarily want to. I've only got 2 hits remaining, so I can only afford to take 1 hit. And I want to take out the horse first, but it's way easier to take out the horse after the zombie creation man is dead. So let's just play it all right here. Oh, I walked up there. We'll pop the strength card. Just need to stay alive at this point. There we go. That was actually surprisingly easy. That is not our boss room, which means we'll definitely pop Book of Belial here. And, my number of outs is slowly running thin here. If I could go back in time, would I get rid of brimstone to keep the extra 2 heart containers? I don't think so, but that might just be me trying to, like, protect my mental health and not feel like I made a terrible decision. I still think it was the right decision. I can't justify it, though, which worries me. Okay, the Hanged Man. Not gonna save us. There is something that can save us, though. There is a secret room here. If the secret room contains 1-up, we might have a chance. Even if it contains, like, Epic Fetus or Fetus in a Jar, we are probably still screwed. But with the 1-up, we might have a chance at least. We'll come down here, and I think this might be the room that does it, because Lust is just too fast for us to get away from. I have not fired a single Brimstone shot, because for a second there I forgot that I had Brimstone instead of regular tears. That was terrible! Well, I mean, the whole run in general was actually totally cool. That was a lot of fun, and I had a lot of really good luck to start with. But as always, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Continue testing your challenge runs. I will do the ones that are most entertaining or appropriate. If you're annoyed by the way my new kind of mic setup sounds, let me know, but be civil about it, because I am kind of reworking it to make it better. I understand it sounds a little tinny, like I'm far away, but that's not the case that I'm looking for. Again, in any case, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.